für angebracht halten werden, etwas Griffigeres zu erfinden.
Bro, this man is speaking some of the most mundane things you'll ever experience. Right? You're just talking about dipping sauces. But he sounds frightening doing it.
Haben Sie irgendeine Idee zum...
Right. I don't think he's here, guys. I really wish I understood what was happening here. Who is this person? Oh, okay. See, Madrigal. So this is definitely going to be the company that most likely Gus was associated with somehow. Oh, okay. He is going to end himself, most likely. This is the defibrillator, yes? Why is the toilet paper red? I mean, I guess it's obviously a stylistic choice here. This bathroom is extremely minimalistic and yet futuristic.
Öffnen Sie!
That is a crazy way. Well, everything is coming full circle now, isn't it? All right, well, that is a crazy way to go. Seriously.
And the more I think about it, there's no way it fell out in my locker, and I keep thinking somebody's gonna
It was just table salt the whole time?
find this thing on the street or something.
The whole time?
There's somewhere where I drove.
See, listen, you've got to get a hold of yourself here, all right? Tell you what I'm going to
Okay,
do.
no,
I'm
it
going to
wasn't.
come over there,
All right.
okay? And together...
Walt is a really bad friend, guys. Right? I mean, he obviously has his moments, but just keep in mind, Jesse is absolutely a pawn. Walt, just pull it out of your pocket, bro. Save some time. Well played, Walt.
Let me get rid of this. What luck.
Yeah, really. What luck? What luck?
Whew.
As of right now, this episode is definitely showing us who Walt is, now at least.
Wow. Jesse?
Question things, Jesse. Question
I'm gonna
things.
shot you.
Listen. It was just a misunderstanding. that's all.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know what's wrong with me, Mr. White.
Hey,
He's toying with you like you're a puppet.
what happened for the best. Do you hear me? And I wouldn't change a thing. You and I working together, having each other's back, it's what saved our lives. Obviously, Jesse and I have manufacture covered. But there's still distribution, support, logistics, that sort of thing. For instance, we'll need a steady supply of precursor.
Here's the thing, Walt. You kind of got away scot-free here. Would you put yourself back into that situation? Well, I guess knowing him now, like this new character, he probably will. I mean, this is the reason why this engagement is happening currently, right? But you got away, bro. You got away. Like, scot-free here. Why would you involve yourself again? But I get it. That type of money, I am sure, is absolutely intoxicating. Right? I mean, he also doesn't have much of it left because his wife gave it to Ted. That could be another thing, right? All of this was basically for nothing so far.
With your experience,
Okay, just trying to
connections, you would
make
be
this make
a
sense,
great help.
guys.
You are trouble. I'm sorry the kid here doesn't see it, but I sure as hell do. You are a time bomb.
Oh yeah,
Tick, tick.
oh yeah. Like I don't think I've actually like fully recognized that until this. Like I knew that he had he had the ability to become absolutely Heisenberg, right? That's a new level of crazy. We're gonna call it Heisenberg going forward. I knew that he could be that, right? But like the ending of the last season and every episode so far that we've seen of season 5, yeah, he's a little not trustworthy.
And I have no intention of being around for the boom.
He's right. He's the only one smart enough to see this.
Maybe you'll reconsider.
He will.
In the meantime, we're pressing on.
He has to. Like, I understand why he's not doing it, right? I mean, we can all act like he's not going to, take the deal, but based off of how the storyboard feels, at least, he's going to have to come around. He's 100%. Hank?
When did your couch-shaped ass ever run any marathons?
No.
Proud of you, brother.
Yeah. G5, yeah?
Fancy?
Is that one where the wings go up like that?
Gulfstreams?
That.
The hell is that?
Quote unquote. Wanting to know where they keep the thing.
And he told him? Jesus. Anything left of the laptop?
Do we look that lucky? I sneaked a peek before APD took it out of Frank's office. The whole thing was encrypted.
So Hector Salamanca Frank.
Oh, no chance.
But who gave Salamanca the bomb?
Whole lot of questions.
That whole night we were laughing, telling stories, drinking wine. And it's somebody else completely.
That's not a regular.
Right in front of me.
That is absolutely not irregular.
Right under my nose.
When people tend to be one person, in my experience at least, with like encountering like other humans, that's people tend to be one way, and then when they're around different people, they tend to be like a completely other person, guys. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Why don't you just be exactly who you are at all times of the day? And if someone doesn't like you, then they just don't like you. Right? That's basically my motto, right? Like, if you meet me in person, I'm the same exact person I am right now, other than I'd probably be a lot more quiet, because I don't know you, right? I'll be scoping out the situation, right? But that's basically how that works. I mean, everyone tends to kind of mask up in public. Gus just was very, very good at, keeping the mask glued, in a sense. I think Mike is a very good actor, guys. Like I enjoy his character. I would hate to know him in real life if I was in this universe, but I do think he's a very good actor. I've seen him in a couple of things. Probably most recently the movie Mudbound. Yeah, he's a great actor. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's on Netflix.
Bergamot. Wow, you're really running me through my paces here.
Listen, I get it. You're from a big city. We get that. We hear it. All right. You're used to having everything that's, at your disposal. I'm guessing probably somewhere in California or New York.
Well, English breakfast, I guess. Never mind. I brought my own.
You coming to me or am I coming?
You want anything else, Mike?
No. I'm good, Fred. Thanks.
This is weird.
How about we lose the sunglasses?
Who is this
I feel
person?
like I'm talking to Jackie Onassis here.
That is a reference that I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Jackie Onassis. Do I want to Google it?
Breathe in.
Let's
Breathe
not.
out. Now, what do you want from me? Why is it so important? What's this?
A list of 11 names.
Okay.
Funnel cake
You know
fries.
Those 11 could sink us. You and me both.
Where are we going with this, Lydia?
No specific. I'm just pointing out facts. These men leap. What you just... No, I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
But if you think that'd be wise.
Who is this person? I mean, I get it. She's high up on some list. But
You're scared, aren't you?
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Compensated in the event of a situation such as this. They're paid to stand up to the heat, keep their mouths shut, no matter what. And they will.
All right.
Now, I don't know what kind of... Look at me and say you understand.
I understand.
She doesn't understand.
I get it.
So we're off that very silly idea. Good.
We're not. You are. She is not.
Bye, big brother. Say bye to Mom for me.
I will. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Car wash opens in 15 minutes.
Mariano can open for me today.
Why are we in the DEA's office?
Hey, Chow.
Could you state that to the camera, please?
I'm waiving my right to have an attorney present.
Okay, then. We just have a few questions.
So basically what he's saying here is, I'm good. Don't worry. You're not going to entrap me.
Employed by the Pollos Hermanos chain, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
What do you do there?
Corporate security.
Corporate security. Yeah. What's that, like garden the special sauce?
Yes.
I conduct employee background check.
City of Brotherly Love. Turns out we know some folks there.
Cool. Amazing.
And they told us that your tenure as a police officer ended somewhat dramatically.
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
Hey, man, we have a guy that could put you in that underground lab, and he'll testify to it. So from
Oh,
here
yeah?
on out, this can go hard or...
If that was the case, he'd be arrested. No? This is why you don't listen to what these people say. Lawyer up all the time.
Easy.
Right. Arrest me. You have the proof.
Forget your handcuffs. I'm confused.
Just like that.
Am I under arrest here?
Just like that. Oh, you can't charge him? That's weird. So how about you not tell false truths?
You want to state that for the camera?
I love Mike.
You are not. Oh.
Just like that.
And I suppose we could talk about the $2 million in your granddaughter's name, the manager of the laundry. A couple of guys from the Pollos distribution.
Okay, so they're going to obviously take that because somehow these accounts are associated, right? We get that. They're obviously going to confiscate that money, and then this is going to be the turning point, most likely. That's going to make Walt, Jesse, and Mike go into business together. This is what's happening here. Well played. Well played.
I was the owner of a chemical warehouse. Impressive, no? What level of insight? He's not impressed, Comey.
Bro, you should have deposited it, withdrew it, and held it somewhere else. That's what you should have done if you were, intelligent about this. All right? Just going to go ahead and point that out. You should have deposited it and took it out. Do not have any association, right? Store it in something that's like a material or mineral asset, let's say. Right? Let's do that. All right? Maybe gold. You can store gold pretty easily, actually.
Perhaps he's picturing all that money going bye-bye.
Now, before that day comes, you can do yourself a solid.
Uh-huh.
You can tell us what you know. You can tell us who's still out there. And if we like your story,
right,
good things can happen.
Kaylee might be able to keep some of that money.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, no. You see, don't listen to nothing they say. Not a single thing that they're saying has any value. That money is gone, Mike.
So what do you say?
There's no value in these conversations.
I don't know anything about any money. It held its own as a starter lab, but it was too dark and too small. Not to mention it could have broken down at any moment.
Right.
So, find us someplace safe from prying eyes.
Prying eyes.
If Gus can manage it, then so can we.
Oh, yeah?
Precursor. Where are we with that?
Can I offer a thought? Say a guy wins the lottery. 10 million bucks.
Right.
Very next day, what's the one thing he does not do? He does not go buy another lottery ticket, right? He counts his lucky stars and he sails off into the sunset, which seems to me, in all due respect, some advice you two might take.
Right. That's probably the advice that I would suggest.
Hey, you're alive.
Right. You are?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's the Irish sweepstakes.
I'm alive. And I'm broke. Counting the money that I owe Jesse, I'm about 40 grand in the hole.
Did you call your lawyer?
Yeah, but Mike, the DA take all my money.
And this is what's going to be the problem here, right? Like, if they took all of everyone's money and the only thing that is giving them hope when actually getting some of that money are these lying police officers and agents, guys, right? I mean, I don't know, right? Yeah, they're gonna roll. They're absolutely gonna start speaking. They're going to, because they're going to believe that they can get any bit of their money back. But in actuality, all they're going to get is jail.
I need it. Can you come to my house?
I would not.
All right. You give me 2 hours.
I would not. I'm sorry. Pan out. Is there someone here? Who are you speaking to? I want to know. Oh, no. So the woman most likely got other people to do what Mike wouldn't. Mike, you're smarter than this.
Chris, I'd like you to drop your gun where you stand and then turn around very slowly. Come on over and sit next to Chow.
I'm guessing Chow is gone now. Oh. Yeah, he's gone now. Yeah.
Sí, Miss Lidia. Buenas noches.
Mommy, you gonna come say goodnight to me?
Yeah, honey, after Mommy takes a bath.
Okay. Love you.
None of that is going to happen.
Don't hurt my daughter.
He won't.
I won't have to unless you scream. You know why I'm here? And calm down.
I don't care. You have to promise. You have to promise me.
Who's that?
Promise. I don't.
Oh, the nanny's leaving. Nah, bro, you have to go, unfortunately. A little risky leaving a body that proves that something happened, isn't it? Way too risky. Okay, Mike.
You still plan to move forward?
Yes, we do.
Guys, I just thought about something really odd here. Why would any of these people have accepted money into their names? Like, in this type of organization, this crazy organized situation, why would they have, like, made accounts with their name on it? Why? Like, they couldn't have done some, like, I don't know, like S Corp, C Corp situation? I'm sure it was enough money to finance that, so why couldn't they have just built a corporation with shares and had shareholders and named themselves as shareholders and had Gus pay some type of 1099 or something like that into the actual company? And then they then hire themselves to the S Corp or C Corp, whatever, and then they just are paying themselves out money. Is it them? No. Make like a shell company. What's wrong with people? I just thought about this here for a second. It's a little weird. This is definitely some TV stuff. I'm almost positive. 100%. If you're trying to move that type of money, you would have done an S Corp, C Corp, some type of limited liability where that entity is not me. That has its own tax ID EIN. Bother that. Oh, you can't find the president? Oh, well, right? Dissolve the company after every single paycheck. Do that. Guys, I'm just confused why people were doing that. How do they get caught up like that? Secondly, why would you then, again, move the money? You're letting it sit there. Move that money to some type of literal tangible asset that has nothing to do with any type of banking system. I don't know, guys. I don't think these guys are like really good criminals. I think if you logic it out, these guys are stupid criminals.
I've reconsidered. I'm in.
Of course you're in, bro. That was a given. They took your money.
What you're feeling right now about Ted, everything.
Right.
It'll pass. There's no better reason than family.
I don't think she's in the mood, Walt. Oh my God, that was an awkward scene. This the last bit of it here. Very awkward. All right. I would say this one here was somewhat predictable with knowing kind of how or if Mike was going to join them, guys. I mean, yeah, it was a given. Hank is getting really close, though, guys. He's getting really close. Unnaturally close. Uncomfortably close. I cannot wait. Actually, to find out exactly how he takes it. If he ever actually even finds out that Walt had anything to do with this, guys. What is he going to do, bro? If you think about it, right? The only reason why Hank recovered is because of the money that he's made from that, right? It wasn't a gambling anything. It was just that, right? So I just cannot wait for that to happen. Things are getting very spicy here. I know that that Mike let Lydia most likely live, obviously. We didn't see him delete her, so obviously she's alive and going to now be supplying this. Probably at no cost, right? At no cost. But all right, listen, we're going to continue this, guys. So if you guys would like to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the second tier. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.